Hey, welcome back. Actually, no. Well, yes, maybe. I got 7 views on my last video. I'm pretty sure I watched it 6 times. So if you're that one person, welcome back. And to everyone else, fingers crossed for at least one more, welcome. So to I don't know. I'm gonna be all over the place. I want this to be a very like casual type of setting, and so I'm just gonna be very blunt and just say when I'm gonna move on to the next subject. And yeah, I'm just gonna get into it. So I think a great place to start out for investors, or just at any point, just to refresh our books. I think books are amazing, and for $10 or around $10, 10.50. I like to always check the used. Very good for like you save over $1. I don't know. Maybe I'm petty. Maybe I'm Asian, but it's yeah. There's no need to buy a new book. Around $10. Very good book. Get some knowledge from my boy Peter Lynch. And then I really like this book, A Random Walk Down Wall Street. Kindle version, $10. Cheaper than the physical copy. You can read it on your phone. I don't know if that's your thing. But yeah, I just think that like, 20 bucks, $30, $50, it can, $50 in 30 minutes a day or whatever, a weekend, or, if the book sucks you in, who knows. But a book, I think, can teach you so much more than I can, if it's, in my opinion, where the book ranks of knowledge that you gain, I think books is somewhere. I don't know where it is, but I'm probably like way below books. So yeah, just read a few books first, and I promise you it will help. I guess I can't promise that, but I can assure you I truly believe that. I think reading a book and investing in yourself will be helpful. So, moving on once again, I wanted to go over the idea of being a portfolio architect. I think it's, I was like, I guess I was thinking about like not property, portfolio management and asset allocation. And then I was like, is that really different than being a portfolio architect? Like, am I just trying to, I don't know, be a narcissistic asshole, like coming up with a new term that already exists? And I don't know, maybe I am, but I think the idea of being an architect is taking it a little further than just the asset allocation, because I guess I feel like asset allocation for most people is kind of like a plug and play. Sorry if you hear things, my cat is just like being very exploring right now. And so yeah, but like I think asset allocation is very plug and play. People are like, oh yeah, I need my large caps, my small caps, international, bonds and REITs and and this and that, and it's just like people want to plug in their little holdings into this pie chart or something. And I think being a portfolio architect takes a little more attention to detail. Like, do we really need all the materials that we have right now? Can we move some support columns around to maybe open up some more space? Can we switch out some materials for a lighter one so it doesn't cost as much? Can we add more glass for natural sunlight? I don't know. Like, there's just so many different things that I think we can do, or that architects think about. And I think it's the little attention to details that make just the difference that matters between asset allocation and being a portfolio architect. So I don't know if that makes sense. I'm just going over what asset allocation is. See, like, asset allocation is, I don't know, maximizing returns and risk. It's not maximizing returns and minimizing risk. I don't know. Yeah, it's like but asset allocation is very basic, like it's very general advice of like where you should start. And yeah, the architect just gives it a little more like, ooh, I'm an architect, um so I don't know, like I said, I don't know if it's just me trying to be fancy, but I am trying to make it like just a slight difference. Like I said, I do believe that they're very similar: portfolio management, asset allocation, portfolio architect. But yeah, I haven't read through this, so I don't know if it sounds interesting. You guys can continue to look through it, but I want to move on. So, continuing, digging further into what it is for being. I don't know, how do I turn that off? I'll figure it out later, hopefully. Is Can I mute this? Mute until I turn back on. Yeah, I don't even know why it sets. Okay, so yeah, further digging into being a portfolio architect, I was doing more research on Arista networks. And I guess here's a sneak peek of not like how I do my research. I guess just the findings that I come up with, as I come up, find new things, learn new things. I'll throw it in here. Honestly, I learned most of the things from the company's website. Most of them have blogs, and they write about the industry and just like different use cases and partnerships. And I don't know, just like it's a blog, they just write stuff. Read competitors, yeah, Arista. Yeah, so I think a company page offers a lot of information. I don't know why more people don't take advantage of it, but it's there. It's free. My mind, I might have, like I said, I locked my mind up, but all this stuff is findable for free, like YouTube. But yeah, this is my research, just on Arista networks. So and I have one for, not Arista networks is definitely a little more detailed. I definitely did a little more work to figure out what they do. And there's more to explore on this company. And this is not about Arista networks, but yeah, there's more that I need to add to, so it's definitely not done. But anyways, as I was researching this company, I came across Zero Trust. Obviously, I've heard of it before with CrowdStrike and Zscaler, but it was I need to dig more into those companies now, because I feel like I'm starting to understand it a little more. And yeah, I think it'd just be a little easier now to dig in. But Zero Trust is not like a plug and play solution necessarily. I think it is a process. And I guess, to be honest, I was listening to Zscaler's, I don't know what else, something of their presentation earnings call. And he mentioned that, like, cybersecurity, like zero trust architecture. And I was like, oh yeah, that's kind of smart. Like, I get it. It's different. I don't know. But that's where I came up with portfolio architect. But I don't know where I was going with this, but zero trust is, yeah, not a one-stop solution. It takes a bit of work. You do need, a cybersecurity, zero trust architect to map this out. And they generally come in stages. And I don't know, just like, phase 0, phase 1A, 1B, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so I think this is why I think that, I don't know. Okay, moving on. This chart kind of explains being a portfolio architect, and I think that I know there's a lot of writing on this. I guess to break it up, the very top are different like divisions of cybersecurity. You can protect, or you need to protect the people who are signing on. You need to protect the devices that people are signing on from. You need to protect the network where all your stuff is stored, and all the information is moving around for your things. And you just need there's different areas that you need to protect, and cybersecurity is very complex, and out of all the different things you need to protect, not everyone needs to, your local bakery, that sells cookies and donuts doesn't need top level security. So there are different needs for different people, different businesses. And so not everything needs to be like in this optimal category, but yeah, so for each section, each thing that you need to secure, there are different levels of how secure you are, in traditional, initial, advanced, optimal. And I would put like basic allocation, the plug and play format in the traditional slash initial stage. And I feel like I'm like such a D-bag just saying portfolio architect over and over again. So hopefully I won't say too much more, but and I think being a portfolio architect and thinking about the details, do I really need every sector? What sectors do I enjoy or have an upper hand in, and like just kind of just, I don't know, just being a fancy Mr. Fancy architect, and we could try to get to that optimal stage that just goes beyond the basics. So once again, moving on from there, because I feel like I'm wasting so much of you guys' time. I am so sorry. Personal YouTube videos. Hold on, I have a little notes thing. YouTube notes. I'm gonna move on from the other things. So what, I guess, to build on the illusions of investing, I think one of the most common misconceptions, in my opinion, I'm sure many of you will disagree, but is buy low, sell high. What should I show you guys? I'll show you guys. Airbnb. I like Airbnb a lot. So what was I talking about? Ooh, whoa. Oh yeah, my buy low, sell high. I'm so sorry, guys. So I think buy low, sell high is another illusion because it goes against what one of my investing philosophies of watering your flowers and trimming your weeds. And I think buy low, sell high kind of implies the exact opposite, because maybe I'm interpreting it wrong, but when it says water your flowers, I imagine that your flowers are constantly growing taller, bigger, brighter, more beautiful, and your flowers should be hitting new all-time highs constantly. They shouldn't always be at new all-time highs, but hopefully they are hitting all-time highs over and over and over again. And your weeds are the ones that just kind of, I don't know, don't grow too tall. Their leaves aren't as pretty. They're just, they're thorny, spiky. Like, yeah, you know what weeds are. And I feel like the weeds are the ones who kind of are hitting the 52-week lows and whatnot. And I think the buy low, sell high, like at times, like I don't know, like I think right now one really popular buy low, sell high potential is PayPal. And it might very well work out. I'm not trying to say it won't, but it's just not my investing strategy to like jump into PayPal and then, I'm not trying to swerve in and out of traffic just to gain a slight upper hand. And yeah, like I it's just like your flowers are constantly growing. So how do you, I don't know. I guess another way to look at it, I'm sorry guys, is it's like I should scroll. It's like you're a professional athlete And I feel like buy low, sell high is similar to be like, oh, this bench player he scored 0 points for 10 games in a row. So these next few games, he should score at least 2 points. And you're kind of betting on that, you know? And I think that you should be just focusing on, I don't know, LeBron James. Some of you guys may not like him. I don't really know too much about sports. So I'm just going to use him as an example. But I want to invest in the LeBron James of whatever I'm investing in, you know? And like I said, LeBron James, you want to buy when LeBron James has a bad game. You don't want to buy a player who's not good, who should have a bounce back. I don't know. Maybe I'm not here to tell you how or what to invest in, so ignore that. But the way that I invest, or that I think that people should invest, is just buy the LeBron James, you know, or whatever, Messi. I hope I'm saying it right. The soccer guy, you know. And yeah, just focus on those guys. And I think that for me, that's why I don't mind buying high and hopefully selling higher. But yeah, buy high, sell higher. And I'm okay with buying overvalued companies. So hopefully, I think that's it. So I will eventually make videos about Airbnb and Arista Networks, and I will go over all of this information in detail. So like and subscribe. And I feel like there's 3. Comment, like, and subscribe. I don't know. I guess I hope you guys subscribe, if anything. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe for future updates. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye.